Your budgies' diet is really important to their health and happiness, and they need plenty of exercise, too. Follow our vet's tips and give your birds a well-rounded diet. Feeding your budgie. Here's what our vets recommend for a balanced budgie diet: good quality, pellet budgie food as their base diet. We recommend pelleted foods specially designed for budgies because they contain the right nutrients in the right amounts. Pellets are better than seeds because your budgies can't just pick their favorites. Follow the feeding guidelines on the back of the packet and make sure to give them fresh pellets every day. Fresh vegetables. You can give your budgies treats of fresh greens to boost their daily nutrition. Mineral supplements. Your budgies will benefit from a source of minerals such as mineral block designed for budgies or a cuttlefish bone. Water should be available at all times. You can buy a suitable water drinker from pet shops. Clean it every day to keep water fresh and safe to drink. We now know that budgies do not usually need grit. This was historically recommended to help them grind their food, but budgies can actually easily digest the ingredients in modern budgie pellets. Too much grit can cause more harm than good, so avoid it unless it's been specifically recommended for your bird. Introducing new foods to your budgies' diet. Changing your budgies' diet suddenly can give them an upset stomach and can make them quite poorly. It's best to introduce new foods slowly over at least a week rather than giving them lots all at once. If your budgie eats a seed diet and you'd like to change this to healthier pellets, you'll need to do so gradually. Budgies that are used to only seeds often don't recognize other things as food, and so you'll need some patience. It's not a tricky change but does need to be done over a few weeks, and if you're not getting anywhere, ask your vet for advice. Before you decide to start the process of changing over your budgies' diet, you'll need to prepare them. Limit the food offered to your budgies to 1 teaspoon of seed. Only when they've completely emptied their portion should you top up their bowl with another 1 teaspoon. Repeat each time they've completely finished each portion. Don't limit your budgie to 1 teaspoon per day. You can still offer small amounts of fruit and vegetables during this time if your budgies are used to having them. For the next week, offer your budgies a teaspoon of seeds for an hour in the morning and night, but for the rest of the day, remove the seeds and use the same bowl to offer 1 teaspoon of pellets. If they eat the pellets, refill with another teaspoon of pellets. Once your budgies start to eat the pellets, then you can reduce the amount of seed offered morning and night. Don't take the seed away completely until you're sure all of your budgies are eating the pellets and fresh food. If you're struggling to get your budgies to eat the new pellets, you can try crumbling and mixing them in with your bird's favorite vegetables, not with seeds, or use a tiny splash of fruit juice from their favorite fruit to slightly wet, not soak, the pellets. If your birds are very bonded to you, seeing you pretend to eat the food can encourage them to give it a try. Another tip is to sprinkle the pellets on a mirror, which can encourage your birds to eat to show up their rival in the mirror. Some budgies may take up to a month or 2 to swap over completely, but most can be changed over much quicker than this. If you're worried or would like more advice, speak to your vet who may have more tips and be able to tailor a conversion program.